In Genesis chapter 2, verses 18 through 25, we see the creation of woman. It says, "Then the Lord God said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helper who is suitable for him. Out of the ground, the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the sky and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called a living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all the cattle and to the birds of the sky and to every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helper suitable for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. Then he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh at that place. The Lord God fashioned it into a woman, the rib which he had taken from the man, and brought her to the man. And the man said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he will be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed." We see this in Genesis chapter 2, the creation of woman. God allows Adam to be alone for a while. We don't know how long, but enough time for him to realize that he's alone. Adam needed to recognize that God had made him for a greater purpose, that it wasn't just to be alone. We later are revealed in Romans chapter 5, verse 14, that Adam was a type of he who was to come. Men were always designed to be a reflection of Christ. But woman doesn't come right away. God gives Adam the animals first. I mean, talk about God trying to prove a point to a man to make him realize how much he needs to cherish his wife, Eve. So he brings him the animal. He names the animal, but what does it say? But Adam did not find a helper suitable for him amongst any of the animals. He was still feeling an emptiness, a gap in his life. And then God made him, put him to sleep. He took from the rib and he formed Eve. The beautiful part is that Eve, in all of creation, is the only thing that was designed from something else. She was not formed from the scratch. And there's a reason and a purpose for that. Because woman was designed as a beautiful design to represent something so beautiful, but she was also designed to be in need of being part of something greater than herself. Because man and wife together are something far greater than just marriage. And what happens? Adam wakes up and he says, this is at last bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Adam praises and worships God. He literally is saying, you got it, Lord. Thank you. This is what I needed. Because while Eve is woman and Adam is man, she is equal in value, opposite in design, but she also has gaps and they fill each other. It's like take two gears. Each gear has to have its own toothing and it has to be synchronized perfectly because otherwise they'll grind against each other. But those gears also need a lubricant between them because otherwise they'll destroy each other. That lubricant is God. And man gear, woman gear, they mesh together, but they can only mesh together by God because God designed marriage. This is important to understand because we've taken marriage and we've completely relabeled it. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 24 is the first time that marriage is completely declared. When wife is even said, he will cleave to his wife and they will become one flesh. But this is part 1, and we're going to have to move on to part 2 to see the rest of this. So stay for part 2. I pray this helps. God bless.